Welcome to the League of Geekz, episode 352, part 2. Because you had a Salt and Pepper episode last week and didn't get our Loki episode or our Black Widow discussion.
Oh, shit.
So,
we did record all of them.
We did record. I recorded from Disney World last week and you guys didn't hear that. But that's okay. That's okay. So this is Alil.
This is Steve.
What week you guys forgot how to do shit?
Like, yeah, you're not allowed to go on vacation.
I know. This is Sean transforming like Megatron on the wheels of steel, flipping it like, oh dear. I don't know.
Oh man, you were about to go.
What has happened? I've been gone and everything's broken down. So,
well, you know,
what I'm going to do is right here, I'm going to insert our Loki discussion, which I have more to talk about after the insert, but I'm going to insert our discussion that we did last week, kind of our initial take on Loki episode 6. And then after that, we'll talk more about Loki episode 6 and some other things from this week.
What are we doing? What the hell is this?
You know what? This is just a bonus episode of Loki.
Yeah,
talk about Loki.
Talk about the season finale of Loki.
We have like 10 seconds left because Alil has 0 battery.
You didn't charge your battery before we started recording, Alil.
Yeah,
We've been talking to you about this for 8 years.
I was out all day, all right? I just got back.
You know we had to record, goddammit. All right, give us your rating on fucking Loki. Go.
Loki is a hero. I loved it. I was so happy that we got Jonathan Majors here as
a little
he who remains, Immortus, whatever you want to call him. Especially because of what we talked about throughout this series with the Kang lore and everything like this. Like the fact that all this, you know what? It was a weird episode too because it was a very talky episode. There was no action here.
No.
There was fight scene between Loki and Sylvie. That was really it.
But I'm okay with that. I was okay with that. Like, because
I was too.
Because we know what we were only going to be disappointed or fucking happy about what was going to happen, what was behind that door and what was behind that castle. And we all talked about it. It was like, if this is not, it's going to be fucking bullshit. But it was. I cried a little. Like, I literally, my tears came down. I was like, oh my God, I was so happy. So, like, for what it's worth, it set up the next villain for the MCU. And that is great.
It set up the next multitude of villains because it could be multiple variants of Kang coming.
And Jonathan Majors did such a good job playing this character because I can only imagine how his Kang is going to be. I give it a hero. I give the whole series a hero, to be honest. And
I agree.
I think he just did a great job. I was so sold on this episode. I did not care about nothing else.
It's as much. I loved Falcon and Winter Soldier. I loved WandaVision. I was running around here looking for the Loki Disney Mickey ears, and they already sold out. I love this series. I'm so happy that they announced the season 2 in the end credits.
Mm-hmm.
I'm so happy.
But it's cool though.
You know, we're gonna get a lot because Mobius is coming back. The TVA has changed. Everything is changed, but it also stayed the same. Like we can still get Loki in this storyline going forward, doing other things.
Yes.
While we have Kang taking on the Avengers and taking on all this other stuff because it's a variant. There's different people popping in all over the place.
Yeah.
Loki is currently in a place where time doesn't matter. Time doesn't exist. And I think it opens up for so many stories. And I love just the end, just seeing all the timeline split.
Loved it. I love because we all know what's gonna happen, and I loved when Kang was like, he's like, I'll see you again, and I was like, and he winked at it. I was like, oh, bitch, it's a wrap. So, Steve, I'm sorry. Go ahead, because I know you gotta get yours out.
It was a little bit anticlimactic for a finale for me in the amount of like in the sense of like nothing really big happened. I will say that I thought Jonathan Majors knocked it out of the park. I thought his character, he rode that line like he was like too awkward ass facial expressions away from like dipping into like some serious Jamie Foxx Electro territory. But he rode that line. Like he went really like goofy and kind of oddball and then reined it in and then went there again and reined it in. Like I liked how kind of out there his character was. He rode the line of being too much, but he held it in just enough to like make you really believe in that character. I loved his explanation. Oh, go ahead. Alil.
I was gonna say, but I like that. The reason why is because
I liked it too.
He's been alive.
It was a compliment.
By himself thousands of years.
Agreed.
Yo,
You know what I
and
mean?
I'm gonna tell you this
He's
also.
crazy.
We joked about it the last time, but Miss Minutes is fucked up. There's something up with that. Okay, she's creepy as fuck.
She's coming back too. This is all coming back.
So when she popped up in that like dark hallway, I was like, oh my god, that's some child's play shit right there. Like that's unnerving. I would love to see, because all the different variants, like you were talking about a little. I think I didn't want this version of Jonathan Majors as King the Conqueror, but I think that when he plays King, he can play it down a little bit. He can play it more serious, more monotone, more everything.
And he will.
He will. It's going to give him the opportunity as an actor to play crazy different versions of the same character, which, like, how great is that going to be? Like, obviously he has the range. This is not the Jonathan Majors we saw in Lovecraft Country. This was a whole new character, and I thought it was really, really good. I love the talking. I love his explanation of the multiverse war and all that stuff. I thought that was really good. I am so fucking
Secret
tired.
Wars is coming, man.
I am
I am so like, I love what this set up. I don't give a like. I didn't need an ending to this because we knew where it's going to go. And because of that, it even went further to where it doesn't even have to explain what's going to happen, because we know what's going to happen. And we know what impact this has on the MCU. And this is going to be great. I think Loki may be the fucking best show out of everything, hands down. And maybe if you put this as a whole, is really up there with the movie versions of everything, because I think this just set up a whole new lifeline for the Marvel universe, and that is great.
Absolutely.
They did a great job with this movie.
Listen, I might not be as hot on the finale as you guys are, but I will say I think Loki is number 1, Falcon and Winter Soldier number 2, WandaVision number 3. It's that simple. Like, Loki was a fantastic show throughout.
Fantastic.
I am fucking tired of watching Tom Hiddleston flip his fucking hair around.
Hey, flip that thing as much as he got it. You better flip it.
But I did notice for the first time in a few episodes, I was watching him sit there talking to him. I was like, he's still wearing that stupid fucking TVA fucking outfit. That stupid fucking intern outfit.
I kind of like that button-up shirt he got on. I need that button-up shirt.
Jenny's been looking. She's looking for the jacket here. She wants that variant jacket. So he was wearing the button-up jacket. Like, it looks like a member's
I would love
only
that.
jacket.
I would love just any, like a hoodie just with the word variant on the back. Just
I
like
like the white shirt
they have
he had on. The white shirt with the little the seam right here. I like that shit. That's a tough shirt. I need that shirt. If I can find it, I get it.
I thought him and Sylvie fighting was a little like it was just kind of, it felt like forced action when it wasn't necessary. They could have easily talked this out. Like, there's no need to fight.
Well, he tried, but she couldn't. She
tried to
was
talk
bent.
I know.
Fucking shit up.
Ladies getting
But that's what happens.
uppity.
It's
But
not. It's
and then they kissed, and I love Jonathan Majors' reaction to the kiss. Like, that was like, I wasn't even looking at them kissing. I was looking at Jonathan Majors in the background.
In the background,
I was like
this.
oh.
You did a great job, man. Yeah.
No, it was great. I loved the background. I love that big window he had behind him. I love
that marble layout is fucking beautiful, yo. I looked at that shit like at least 8 times. I was like, yo, I need that marble layout. Like, that marble layout with the black and the gold, that was beautiful. Whoever interior decorated that.
I love when they went in. He had that timeline. He had that timeline ring around his like place, his castle, whatever. And as they were there, you saw it to start break and branch and split off. And by the end, it would just look like a fucking spider web. Like, visually, incredible. I wish that Mobius and Ravonna had a little bit more before that kind of ended, because the version of Mobius we get at the end is a version that doesn't know Loki. He's in another timeline. He's in a whole nother space. Mm-hmm. So we didn't get resolution to that story.
Yeah, we didn't get him on a jet ski. I mean, Steve, I know you was looking for him to be on that jet ski.
Motherfucker.
But we still have a shot.
Yes, we
They're
do.
coming back. So
It'll happen.
we still have a shot.
How much? Why are you looking, Lil? How you looking on time?
Your battery's like 3%.
I don't even know. I can't even tell.
Flick it down. Flick it down from the top right. Flick it down.
I'm trying to. I got it sideways. 1%.
All right, Alil. Well, you know
And
what?
he's gone.
We're gonna
Look
sign.
at
I'm
the
not
video.
gone yet. I'm not gone yet. I just lost the picture. But I'll let you guys keep talking. Salt and Pepper keep talking. I love this. We'll talk more about Loki because I think it sets up so much more of the multiverse. And that's it.
Yeah.
Hello. Enjoy your
Yeah.
vacation, my friend.
Hello. Yes.
Thanks,
enjoy your
guys.
vacation, brother.
I'll talk to you guys next week.
All right, man.
Shocking you didn't charge your fucking phone, but all right.
Yeah. Shocking.
Shocking. All right, guys. Night.
Later.
Later. So Sean,
Yes.
the implications then moving forward for the multiverse. What do you think this sets up? What do you think it really at the end of
Well,
the day?
You gotta remember, we also got America Chavez who can dip through like multiverses and shit like that.
Hmm.
So, and she's gonna be in Doctor Strange. Doctor Strange is dealing with it. Like,
And also,
it's
Sean,
just so much.
The Hot Toys for the new Spider-Man movie came out this week, and his black suit actually has like magic gauntlets that shoot like portals or whatever. Like it's like these
Did
big.
it? I didn't even see that.
It has like big blue fucking discs of magic that shoot out of his fucking web shooters.
Steve, I missed all that. I
What is
looked
that
at
all
it.
about? And the black
Doctor
and the
Strange
gold-
is Iron Man. What the fuck is that?
the black with the gold. The black is all filled in with like runes, like magical fucking symbols and shit. It looks kind of like circuitry, but it's all like symbols.
Jesus. I mean,
He's gonna get a multi-dimensional Spider-Man suit. Like maybe we're not gonna get Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire in the MCU proper like that timeline, but he might be jumping into their world.
that's what I think is going to happen. We can go on. We can go on with our Reddit review, our Reddit reading because we read most of that shit sometimes, but I think that's what we're gonna get. So I mean, I can't see anything else not happening of that nature. So I'm all on board, man. Like I can't wait. I think Loki did something great here, and I can't wait to see what else goes on after this. And it's gonna be amazing. Yeah, Steve, I'm looking at these Hot Toys, and I'm like, oh shit. Yeah, that's great. God damn, that's great. Fuck.
Yeah, you see the
a good
designs, the
suit.
gauntlets, all that shit.
Yeah, it's a good suit too. Yeah, I'm on board. Where do you think how do you feel? Where you think it's gonna go?
I'm excited. I don't want any more stories told in the past tense because Black Widow shit the bed. But I want more stories going forward, moving this story forward, and I think that's exactly what all three of these Marvel shows did. They moved the narrative forward. They opened up a whole bunch of new doors. They opened up a whole bunch of new characters, new avenues to explore. And now we're off to the races with the movies. Black Widow was like that last holdout of the old guard. And I really wished it was better. But the future of Marvel is bright. Like, it's going to be fucking great.
Yeah, I don't like the suit, though. Like, I don't like that black gold suit really well, but
I don't like that he has red gloves with it. I'm like,
yeah, it's really weird. But I mean, we didn't even ask Lil how he felt about that, but we'll ask him next week. Yeah, I mean, I'm not a fan, but it is what it is. We're gonna get it, and we'll see what happens.
But other than that, I mean, I think that's Loki. I loved it. I'd give the season as a whole a hero. I think I'd give the finale for me like a high sidekick, but I didn't get as much as you guys did out of it. I still really liked it, but it wasn't a hero to me. I wanted more because there was so much action in the penultimate episode.
Mhm.
Like I wanted just something to like really get the adrenaline going.
But for me, I got what I wanted. Like I got what the anticipation was coming to, and like for 2 episodes, I was like, oh my god, this is we gotta get Kang, we gotta get Kang.
Right.
And we got it. And this is shit that we talked about in WandaVision and Falcon and Winter Soldier.
We wanted that. You know what, Sean? I'll give you that. Like, but we didn't get King. We got a variant of King.
Yeah, but it's to
That
me.
said, I mean, you did get King at the end when you saw that statue at the TVA.
Yes,
I was like,
yes.
ooh, that motherfucker right there is King the motherfucking Conqueror. So
Yeah, I think just for overall, I just think it's all Kang to me. I'm just like, Kang. Like we seen Kang, we got it, we know who he's gonna be.
I did have the slap my wife moment where when he was like, they've called me a this and that, they've called me a conqueror. I was like,
Yeah.
Conqueror, Kang the Conqueror. He said it. Told you.
Yes.
I mean, that's not me. Not me hitting her face. It was her arm. I just
He and when she killed him, that was just a staple right there. He was like, I'll see you again. God, I was like, ooh, that was scary because you know what's happening next. Beautiful. Steve
good.
is
It's great.
definitely a hero for me, man.
So I don't know if I'm gonna repeat myself because I didn't listen to our Loki discussion. It was kind of off the cuff. I was in a lobby in Disney World, but I gotta talk more about Jonathan Majors and he who remains. Because I watched it again today. Because again, like I said last week when I watched it to you guys, I watched it streaming off my phone, trying to project it onto the TV. It didn't work very well. Kids were all loud. I couldn't hear everything that was being said. I didn't see all the detail. There's things I missed, and I'm like, man, like watching it. I watched it today. I kept rewinding. I put the closed captioning on. And first thing is that I noticed is that, did you guys notice that there were 4 statues in his citadel? That was one
was broken though.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what that was like, because like he starts telling the story about the Kang War, basically, like his war.
Yeah.
Like I wonder if there was 4 of them and he had to take one out, and that's why one's there, or is it just broken statues that have no meaning? Is it something that
there's so much more that revolves around Kang the Conqueror. You know, I think it's just more story to tell. But are we assuming that this is our big bad for the MCU going forward, right?
It's got to be. I mean, he is in Quantumania, right? You wouldn't introduce him here if he was just going to be a small big bad for a movie or two. Like everything that happened here is going to impact at least the next, well, not the next 2 movies, but impact Spider-Man, impact Doctor Strange, and other things. It might not impact the ground level people because they're not dealing with like this section of everything, because then it goes into Quantumania. Because it won't impact Ms. Marvel, Hawkeye, and those shows, as well as Shang-Chi and stuff like that. But maybe it has an impact to Eternals too. I don't know.
Yeah, it could.
Or at least we'll get an end credits scene.
Yeah, I think the impact of everything. This is what I think is going forward. And I don't understand. Some people didn't like Loki. Some people did. It's it's hit or miss. But
I didn't hear that. There's people that didn't like it.
Yeah, they're out there. It impacts the whole MCU, and I think we talked about that. In our review, I can't even remember. But
here's the thing too. All the complaints we've had about different things and characters, can be redone now. They can change them. They've set the stage, and our Black Widow review hasn't come out yet, but most people have seen it. It's on Disney Plus. So spoiler: people aren't happy with Taskmaster. I'm not happy with Taskmaster. How it was portrayed.
No, it's garbage.
But again, going back and flipping through old comics I had, there was a version of Taskmaster that was female. There was a female Taskmaster in a small turn comic. But here's the thing. Now we've got all these alternate timelines all converging and everything that we saw at the end here. We can still get a different Taskmaster. We can get
it's not a major player.
They're not. It's not a major player, but they can still bring it back, just like the Mandarin. Marvel figured a way to bring him back, to do a different version. They wanted to play coy, did it, and now are giving the fans what they want. They did it for their story, and now are going to give the fans something closer to what we wanted to see from the comics. They can do that. They can redo an Ultron. They can redo a lot of these things. Anything can happen. Anything goes. Even a recasting on a character doesn't matter.
I don't want.
Yeah, I don't want to say that. Let me ask you a question though. Like I don't know enough about Shang-Chi. I don't know enough about the 10 rings. But what I do know is, I know the Mandarin had the rings on his hands.
Right.
So were they on his arms
yeah.
too?
No, it was just the fingers. They're changing it. They're
so
changing
they painted the hands.
Yeah,
I don't like that. Like I like the hands of the rings and all that shit. Like that's comic book shit. Like I remember that. I get it. I mean, I guess it's a fighting thing, but I don't
think
remember.
It's kind of cool because, like, if you remember, why am I drawing the blank of the name? Steve, Kung Fu Hustle. That dude had the rings. Remember that dude who was fighting with the rings? He had the rings in his hands.
Yeah,
and he was using them
I
to block
remember
and shit.
Kung Fu. Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
imagine that, but then also
that's-
having a power source with it.
That's what it reminds me of. So I'm kind of like, okay.
Again, they're adapting it. I mean, do you want to do just walking around with bling? Like,
yes. I want a badass motherfucker with fucking bling rings on, fucking people up. Like, yes, that's what I want.
I get it. I'm just saying it doesn't have to happen that way.
I know. They had to change it up for some weird reason, but I thought it would be cool. I
don't mind it because I think it's going to tell into the story. I mean, if they go in the story that the protector, that it was the rings of the dragon, it makes sense.
I'm not going to hold you though, man. This streaming thing has really let out some stinkers. Like, it's not good on the whole front of movies going forward.
Well, not these shows. I don't think these shows have been stinkers.
No, the shows are great, but the movies stink. These movies are not great. So
It's Mortal Kombat. It's Wonder Woman 84. Godzilla vs Kong. You get through all those to get your eventual was that the Tomorrow War?
Yeah, we like the Tomorrow War.
Man, this was fucking great. But
I love the Tomorrow War.
How many big movies came out streaming that were like?
Well, I haven't watched Space Jam yet. So.
Oh, it is garbage, Alil. I will tell you right now.
Alex watched it this morning. He woke up at 5 to watch it, and he loved it.
It is trash, Alil. Trash.
I was mad at him because I'm like, well, I wanted to watch it with you because it's the only way I'm going to probably watch it is if you watch it with me. And he's like, oh, I want to watch it again. And then he started streaming it himself while I was in the shower. I'm like, dude.
Alil.
I know, but the fact that they brought Rick and Morty in there, I was kind of shocked.
Yeah, but yo, you know where it gets really bad? When you start to see the crowd and you start to see like, what the fuck is that? What the fuck is that? Like, what is they're just people dressed in costumes as Pennywise, as Clockwork Orange, and it just it looks so fake. It's just like, what the fuck is, why did you do this? You could just CG like it didn't make any sense, and the acting was just god awful. I had so much hope for LeBron.
Not going to be up for
It is garbage. This movie was Don Cheadle just reined back his acting because Don Cheadle's amazing, but in this, garbage. Yo, this movie was trash. Space Jam 1 is phenomenal compared to this shit. Like,
well, and I mean, we know Michael's no actor. I mean, that was just.
Our review on Space Jam. This was trash.
No.
So what? I mean, trash.
Zero.
What it is. Okay.
I'm giving it a 0.
Nah.
I didn't like it.
Damn.
Making it official.
Yes, 0.
All right, back to some Loki talk. Back to some Loki talk because
you got some type of thing going on in your brain.
I mean, my brain's all over the place with this again. I just got home. I haven't even been home 24 hours yet. But some things that I was thinking about was how they were talking about time, which is what was interesting with me was like all the different Kangs, like all the timelines were just kind of like on top of each other, and then they were again, it felt like Rick and Morty because talk about Space Jam, the Council of Ricks. That's what this was.
I didn't really think about it like that, but yeah.
You know what I mean? But the thing is and who's writing Multiverse of Madness? One of the writers from Rick and Morty.
Yeah.
They've been involved in all this kind of stuff. So it's kind of, but I mean, the Council of Kings and the Council of Reeds and stuff, it's all from the comics anyway. I mean, that's where I think they got the Council of Ricks. But it just, like, especially when Jonathan Majors is like, oh, well, we were congratulating each other and, oh, that's a nice shirt you got on. That's a nice, all this stuff. And it's like, it also felt like Willy Wonka at the end. Like looking at him, how he was dressed and everything. That's what Jenny even said.
But his character, that is kind of his costume.
Well, it's Immortus. That's Immortus's costume. That's not He Who Remains. So they combined characters again.
Yeah.
They took He Who Remains and Immortus because if you look at Immortus in the comics, he's got that like emblem in the hair. He's got the purple cape. He didn't have the big ass hat. But I'm like, that's something I missed because like I knew it was Immortus, but it's like I couldn't see it. I was squeezing that episode in in Disney, but I just thought I don't know how you can hate this. Like this opened up everything. This changed everything. They can do anything they want. They could recast Captain America and have a variant of Captain America in there, and not that we'll want a recast of Captain America, but they can do whatever they want. It's just they by splitting this off it's what I'm saying. It's like watching it again today and then thinking about like how upset I was with Taskmaster. Like it doesn't even matter at that point. Like Taskmaster can come back, but here's the other thing too. Here's the other thing with Taskmaster. Again, I don't know if I talked about this in the Black Widow review, and if I did, I'm sorry, but like Black Widow downloaded a whole bunch of shit at the end of that movie. And we gave it to General Ross. So General Ross can create his own Taskmaster, his own version to be more like the comic. So it's not like that character's done. Because we don't really know the real identity of Taskmaster.
Yeah, we do. It's Olga Kurylenko.
I'm saying in the comics. It's not Tomb Raider, but yes.
Well, yeah, he has a name in the comics.
He goes by many different names.
I guess, but he has a name in the comics. I don't know, though. You can't retcon shit.
They retconned everything.
It was garbage. I
just told you they just retconned the Mandarin.
I mean, yeah, but there was a reason for that. But this is already they already know what they was doing.
They retconned the Mandarin years ago when they did
when they did the one shot, yeah.
So that was already set in place. But this, like, you can't retcon something that just came out 2 weeks.
Yeah, but I'm not saying that we're going to get a Taskmaster tomorrow. What I'm saying is a few years down the line, we're going to... And I think that's what they... And again, I think that's part of the opening of Loki, and that's the other thing I wanted to talk about, was when you got the Marvel logo and everything, and you got all the little... The music,
that was like the best
score.
Opening.
That was the best opening.
That's something I know we didn't talk about, because you got the cat music from him and Peggy's Dance, which was also in...
The dialogue.
The first Avenger. All the different dialogues. But then as you're seeing it pull out, you're seeing another universe right there next to it.
No, you've seen a timeline. Wasn't it a timeline?
It was timelines, but then they went into a timeline. Like, that's the thing. Like, it all would scope out because you saw like these like black holes. Like, it was coming out of a hole. So like maybe it's a timeline, like timeline loops, but how they were visualizing it. That's the thing. Like, all this stuff is now converging and crashing.
Hello, we know. We're all on board for this. You are aware of this.
I know. I just wanted to get it out.
Timelines going.
I had to get it off my chest. All right. I've had this in here.
Apparently, here's one of the big Easter eggs that I didn't talk about that I just realized. The TVA has a logo, right?
Yeah.
If you flip it upside down, it literally says Val. And who's been so strong in the MCU lately is that Valentina whatever.
Julia Louis Dreyfus.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know what her big play is, but she's going for regular heroes, not crazy heroes.
Trying to get it to So if you
she's going against basic people. She ain't
see
going.
that's the TVA logo.
Yeah.
Flip it upside down.
Val, that's funny.
Just saying, like, that's pretty crazy.
That is.
There's something there. Like, they don't design shit for no reason. And if you notice, the dark spots on the TVA logo, I'm trying to get that to focus. Oh, you notice the dark spots is where the letters overlap, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then if you flip it upside down, the T doesn't have that dark spot. The T doesn't have that dark spot right there. So
Yeah.
It looks like it's actually an upside down L.
Interesting.
Interesting indeed.
Yeah. I mean, and speaking of that, we also have rumors that Vincent D'Onofrio is coming back as Kingpin.
Yeah, I peeped that.
In Hawkeye.
Yep. And who's also in Hawkeye? Our new Black Widow. So I'm sure that Val might. Maybe Val is working for. Maybe Kingpin is the Kingpin here. Maybe he is.
I like Vincent D'Onofrio. I do. But I would love to see a gigantic fucking Kingpin, like huge. You can make him CGI at this point. The way they're doing shit.
I don't want no fucking gigantic man like fucking Into the Spider-Verse. Like,
Yeah, where it's a small head on his giant
tiny
shoulders.
head on this giant brick.
That, but you need like a big man, like you know what I mean.
Vincent D'Onofrio is a big man.
Yeah, but
he got big for that role, man.
Yeah, but I mean,
I think
it's
Vincent
okay.
D'Onofrio did a great job as
I agree.
he's a big man.
Is Luke Cage coming back too?
We don't know.
Apparently, that's what I heard. I was reading that on comic book movie or some shit like that. Like
They're talking about the comics.
Oh, you sure I thought it was a movie?
I read that.
TV show? All right.
They mix it up. They like to play with their headlines over there.
They do.
Comicbook.com, and they're like, "Look at this happening with Marvel," and you're like, "What the fuck?" And you click on it, and it's like all about the books. You're like, "Well, fucking."
All right.
Yeah, I think right now Feige is gonna pick and choose what worked and what didn't.
Charlie Cox is definitely coming back. He had to cancel some con appearances because he had filming obligations that recently came up that altered his schedule, and so he's coming back with something.
Hopefully. I want him.
What the fuck else is Charlie Cox doing? He ain't doing shit else.
I want John Bernthal back. I want him as the Punisher back in this.
Wouldn't it be great because those shows are so gritty and so like real, down to earth and dark and fucked up and twisted? Like for them just to be like chilling with Rocket Raccoon. You know what I mean? Like, holy shit! Like this really is a fleshed out world. Like, while you do have to deal with some serious dark bullshit in the gritty underbelly of the city and all this stuff, like there's also these fantastical things where it's like maybe it's not as dark and gritty, but it's like the stakes are huge. The stakes are monumental.
It's true, and then these guys have to get in the mix to help pull their weight. You know what I mean? Like,
I mean, I'm ready for that shit. Like, I loved the Netflix first seasons of all the other shows, except for Iron Fist. Like, we can just get rid of Iron Fist altogether. But
well, I think they are with Shang-Chi. I think Shang-Chi is going to just kind of clean that up.
Good, like have the multiverse break, and you can bring in Luke Cage and Daredevil, and everybody else can kind of fuck off. I don't need Jessica Jones either, so.
I like Jessica Jones. She would too.
I mean, I liked it. It was fun, but like, I don't need it. Until next time, that was Alil.
This is Sean.
And this is Steven. Until next time, everybody, keep it geeky.